The same finger that wrote, "Thou shalt not kill," wrote, "Remember the Sabbath." The mountain shook, smoke rose like a furnace, thunder cracked, lightning flashed, and the voice of the Almighty silenced every soul with dread. Then, from the midst of the fire, God stretched out his hand, not metaphorically, not symbolically, but literally, and wrote with his own divine finger. He didn't entrust this moment to Moses. He didn't whisper to prophets. He didn't send an angel. God himself wrote his covenant in stone. "Thou shalt not kill." Yes, that was written by his finger. "Thou shalt not commit adultery." Also written by his finger. But don't stop there, Sunday preacher. Don't skip Commandment 4, as though it doesn't bear the same weight, the same divine authority, the same holy fire. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. That was the same finger, the same mountain, the same thunderous declaration. So now answer this. Why do you fiercely defend "Thou shalt not kill" as still binding, but dismiss "Remember the Sabbath" as irrelevant? You say it was for the Jews. You say it was nailed to the cross. You say Christ is our Sabbath. But you would never dare say that about "Thou shalt not kill." Would you tell a murderer, "It's okay, Jesus is your righteousness now"? Would you tell a rapist, "Don't worry, Christ fulfilled the law, you're not under it"? Of course not. You would scream justice, you would cry out for truth. Then why the silence for the fourth commandment? Why the cowardice when it comes to the day God blessed, sanctified, and commanded forever? The same finger that wrote, "Thou shalt not kill," wrote, "Remember the Sabbath." If one still stands, they all do, for they were never temporary. Do you really believe the omniscient God accidentally wrote something he would later abolish? Do you think the Eternal One made a mistake at Sinai? Was the Sabbath just a placeholder, just a ceremonial relic? Then why write it with his own finger, in stone, and twice? Let's be clear. Jesus didn't erase the law, he embodied it. He didn't replace the Sabbath, he honored it. Luke 4:16. He didn't substitute it with Sunday. He rested in the tomb on the Sabbath, even in death, and rose on the first day, not to change the law, but to fulfill prophecy. And never, never did he call Sunday holy. Never did he say, "Forget the seventh day." Never did he command, "Worship me on the first." So to every pastor preaching Sunday, to every imam ignoring the seventh day, to every priest replacing God's law with tradition, to every skeptic claiming the Sabbath is irrelevant, you are standing on dangerous ground. You are not arguing with Moses. You are not disagreeing with a denomination. You are contending with the very finger of God. He wrote it, he sealed it, he thundered it, and you dismiss it? The Sabbath is not a suggestion, it's a command. It's not ceremonial, it's moral. It's not Jewish, it's divine. To reject it is to reject the very authority of the one who said, "I change not." Malachi 3:6. To cast it aside is to trample the covenant written in stone. And to replace it with Sunday is to exalt man's tradition over God's voice. So I ask you now, if you tremble before "Thou shalt not kill," why do you scoff at "Remember the Sabbath"? The same finger wrote them both. And on Judgment Day that same finger will point to his law, and every mouth will be silenced. Choose now, before the tablets become the standard that condemns you.